In this general rules video on village attacks, we'll be talking about dice, rooms and corridors, castle hearts, and more. First up, these custom dice are the currency in village attacks. At the beginning of a monster's turn, all 6 custom dice are rolled. Let's go through each result. Melee, deal 1 damage to an enemy in your zone. Ranged, deal 1 damage to an enemy in an adjacent zone. Magic, used for spells and healing. Defense, block up to 2 points of damage from a single attack. Retaliate, deal equal damage to an enemy that successfully attacks you. Villager, advance a villager furthest from the castle heart 1 zone. If 3 dice of the same facing are ever rolled, those results may be rolled again if the player wishes. All dice showing the same symbol must be re-rolled, including those placed in the monster's reserve. Any villager dice are considered unusable, as monsters are unable to spend them on actions. There are 3 types of zones: corridors, small rooms, and large rooms. When looking at the map, each individual tile is considered a single zone. Monsters and villagers can see in straight lines, which matters for attacks and abilities. This town hero, for example, is not in line of sight with the Lich, while this peasant is. As shown in the overview video, these rooms can have certain conditions applied to them. For example, in Mission 1, Courtyard 1 has a condition where monsters suffer 1 damage and burn if they end their turn in that zone. These are castle hearts. They must be protected throughout the game. The castle heart can benefit monsters throughout play. For example, if a monster is occupying the castle heart zone, it may spend magic symbols to restore health and remove status effects. Spending 1 magic symbol removes either 1 damage or 1 status effect from the monster's dashboard. Monsters may only heal themselves in this way, never other monsters. Now, the game overview tile. On the left side of this tile shows the health status of the castle. If this value ever reaches 0 during a mission, the game is lost. On the right side of the tile is village morale. This is depleted by killing villagers and completing other objectives. In order to win some scenarios, this must be reduced to 0. Village events are sometimes drawn according to this dial. For example, in Mission 2, village events are triggered at 5, 10, 15, and 19 values on the dial. These are trap slots. A single card is dealt here during setup, and then 1 at the end of each game round. These are available for purchase. In order to place a trap, 3 conditions must be satisfied. First, it has to be that monster's turn. Second, they must be in a zone where the trap can be placed. This symbol means it can be placed in all rooms. This symbol means it can be placed in corridors. This symbol means the trap can be placed in large rooms. And this symbol means it can be placed in small rooms. Finally, the monster must be able to pay the cost of the trap. This is shown at the top of the trap card, and monsters purchase them with their dice results. Traps are triggered during the villager phase, after villager movement, and before new villagers are spawned. Traps only trigger if there is a villager present in the zone at this time. They will not trigger by villagers passing through the zone. Traps are triggered by all villagers, but only affect certain types. This symbol means it affects all villagers. This symbol means it affects peasants. This symbol means it affects hunters. This symbol means it affects town heroes. Each zone may only accommodate a single trap at a time. If there are multiple traps in different zones triggering at the same time, players choose which to resolve first. If the village spawn deck, village event deck, or trap deck are ever fully exhausted, they should be reshuffled and placed back into play. Finally, let's talk about the first player coin. This coin has heads and tails and helps to make decisions when possibilities are out of your control. For example, if there are multiple targets in range for a villager attack, players will assign 2 of the results to the sides of the coin and flip. This concludes our general rules video for village attacks. Thanks for watching.